You may be picturing this when you think of Cancun. But what if I told you Cancun also offers activities like these?
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Kate, and this is my husband Jason from Vacay in One Day, and we are here at Xplor, one of Xcaret's many parks, and this one focuses on adrenaline and adventure. I'm talking 14 zip lines, including the tallest zip line in the Riviera Maya, driving your own ATV around the park, exploring underground caverns, going down a giant water slide, and unlimited food and non-alcoholic drinks. It's a one-stop shop, all-inclusive, full-day activity that is jam-packed full of fun, and we're gonna show you everything it has to offer to help you decide if it's right for your next Cancun vacation. Let's go. Our bus is here. Good morning. It's 7:35 a.m., which we were given as our pickup time through email, and we had to show them our printed and signed receipt, and in exchange they gave us wristbands with our names and hotels on it, and they activate those on the bus so that you don't have to do it at the park. So this bus picks up from various hotels and goes to various activities, and it drops everyone off at a bus depot to disperse for a second bus to go to your activity, which for us is Xplor. We just got off the second bus, and the depot here has a bathroom and a gift shop, and we just follow the colored walkway to the Xplor bus. It did take 2 hours to get to the park. It's 9:30, and we are getting helmets and checking in. Okay, so that process was really quick. We also got a key for a small locker for our bags, and I would bring a towel, change of clothes, and water shoes with you. You'll be wearing the water shoes the entire day. So for tickets, we ended up buying our 2 tickets and transportation directly from the Xplor website. We found that those were the cheapest and the best, and it was for $314. They do offer discounts if you book in advance, and kid tickets are typically cheaper than adults. The prices will vary depending on the date you select, so make sure you check out the date that you're looking for to see what price will apply to you. Starting things off with a slight hiccup in that I only brought the arm attachment for my GoPro, not the head or chest strap, so it isn't allowed for filming. So I ended up just buying the photo package for $98. Slightly expensive, but I really wanted some photos or at least proof of what we've done for everything. So if you do bring a GoPro, it needs to be fixed to a helmet or your chest, not your arm.
There. Just walk this way.
On our way to the lockers, and we found a shop here, and it looks like they have everything that you would need. So whether that's souvenirs and gifts for purchase, or if you need sunscreen, only certain ones. It has to be biodegradable sunscreen, and they will check. So if you don't have that, you can purchase it here, although every single walkway we've seen so far, and I think the whole park is shaded either in caves or through trees, so you might not need it. But they also have a variety of things, of shirts, of pants, of just everything. So if you don't have something, you can definitely get it here. Found our locker. It's in the red section. There's different colors for different sections, and putting our stuff away, which means sadly my phone will be going away for the first activities. So we are starting with the zip lines and then going to the giant water slides, since I've heard those are the ones that get the longest waits. Sadly, we'll only have pictures to show you guys for both of those from our photo package. And then they only have one circuit of 7 zip lines open today, as the other zip circuit is being worked on. You can't bring anything with you except if you purchase like a clear Ziploc for your phone from them. So no fanny pack, no bag, nothing even in your pockets, even if there's a zipper. So just know that going in. So ziplining is always fun and thrilling, and you do get a mix of zipping in tandem with the person you come with and zipping solo depending on the line. Now these zip lines, I will say, are rather painful, as most of us are either shirtless or wearing bathing suits, and by the end of it we both had scratches and marks all over our backs. We were also not prepared for the amount of stairs we climbed, especially in a short amount of time. So you do all 7 back to back, and each of those 7 has at least a few flights of stairs to climb. So just be aware of that. I was definitely out of breath by the last one. So for the zip lines, we waited probably around 10 minutes max to get zipped up and ready and hear the safety announcements and all of that. And then once you start with the one zip line, you're kind of staggering yourselves with all the people, so you don't really wait for any of the other ones. And they do a really good job of moving people through as quickly as possible. I did see the line after we were done really starting to form, so I'm glad that we went here first. Next up is the giant slide, and again, I'm not able to film on this, but from the pictures, hopefully you can see how big the slide really is. And the walk to get to the top is no joke, just in general, but especially after all the stair climbing we just did with the zip lines. We walked right onto the slide without waiting, which was awesome. And according to the Xplor website, you start at 135 feet tall on a raft for 4 people to enter the sphere as you move like a pendulum until reaching the exit towards the wave and getting to the tallest point before going down to the whirlpool. After spinning, you will shoot to the 72-foot vortex, which is the largest in Latin America, and zigzag sliding until getting to the wave pool. This is so much fun, but there is a weight limit of 300 pounds per guest. And then the total capacity for 4 is 705 pounds. They will match you with people if you have less than 4 people in your party and make it all square and perfect for their weight balance. You will go on a scale, so just heads up on that. But holy moly, that is an insane water slide. I love water parks and I love water slides, and that one is the best I've ever been on. It is so long, so thrilling. I thought I was going to fall out for a second. Please go on this if you come. But again, do this first, and if you want to do it a second time, maybe just do it back to back. I know that's a lot of walking, but we did it at the end of the day, and we waited an hour for it because the line moved so slowly, so do it right away. The park is roughly laid out in a hub and spoke design, it seems, with the center being this heart, and then each activity kind of branching out. They have this cool sign here that shows you what activities are open and when they open and close for the day. And before we go on to our next activity, I did end up buying the clear Ziploc phone bag so I can take videos in the caves, and it cost $35, and you can wear it around your neck for every activity except the giant water slide. So if you're gonna get it before you do the zip lines, because you can bring it on those, and I should have done that. Our first cave activity we're doing is the rafts, but as we walk there, I just want to comment on how beautiful this park is. So all of these paths are inside the caves, and while there is a lot of walking to get around, the scenery is stunning. I'm just blown away about how pretty this park is. Okay, so for the rafts, you can do either single or double, and each person is given these little hand paddles. And we actually opted to do the single one because every single person we talked to kept telling us the double rafts are way harder than the single, and well, we just didn't want to get into a fight. So for the rafts, there is a long route for 30 minutes or a short route of 10 minutes, and we chose the short route just because we were told that they're pretty much the exact same. You don't see anything different with the long one, and we wanted to give ourselves the opportunity to maybe try it again with the double or do another activity a second time. But there's no one here. It's just us. This is really awesome, and I thought it was going to be a lot busier today. So this is the second activity where we did it twice today, and the second time we decided to do it together, and it is actually easier doing it together. I don't know what they were saying. I recommend getting one together if there's 2 people. We did it so much faster. Continuing on with our cave explorations, we are doing the river swim next. So life jackets are required for everyone for this activity, as you will be swimming for a decent amount of time. Oh, there's fish. water is deep, deeper than we thought. So I'm 5'8" and I was swimming for a lot of it versus just walking through the water. And the water was relatively cool, but we did get used to it rather quickly. So like the other activities, we were pretty much by ourselves for this one, which was really nice. We have definitely worked up our appetite and we want to dry off a little bit before going on the amphibious vehicle, so we're heading to lunch. The all-you-can-eat buffet is open from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and we heard the food is pretty decent here, so excited to try that. So it looks like they have pretty much any type of drink you could possibly want here, sodas, juices, waters. And then for food, looks like they have some healthy options like fruit, and then you can make your own salad dish, or they have different types of salads already made for you. And then some fixings to go on top, how you like it, meats and nuts and fruit. So you have like more Mexican style here, so pork, beans, rice, vegetables, and then on this side, mashed potatoes, chicken, and then more side vegetables. And they have a pasta station, so fettuccine alfredo, looks like pesto, spaghetti, different varieties of pasta here, and they all look and smell amazing. And then you also have some vegetable spring rolls, salmon, and then pizza. And they also have some fun desserts here, like create your own ice cream stitch, and then different types of desserts, brownies, flan. Ooh, they have paella as well. Wow, so many options here. And then they also have create your own hamburgers and then some french fries as well. This restaurant has tons of seating and we didn't have to wait to sit. And while we were super impressed with the quality, amount, and variety of food offered here, especially for being included with our ticket, I wouldn't worry about finding something you can eat if you do come. Nothing like letting our food settle with riding along a very bumpy path. Riding the amphibious vehicles was so much fun, and it's a lot longer than we expected. The path was probably about like 30 minutes, and it features driving through multiple caves, which we loved. You don't drive very fast, but the ride was bumpy. We were flip-flopping all over the place in the best way. We wish we had a little bit more time to do this twice, because it was that awesome. Underground expedition is 40 minutes of walking through pretty deep water with a water slide halfway through. So the water isn't deep enough where you need to fully swim like the other one, but expect to be fully immersed as you walk through. The rocks are slippery under you, so make sure you go slow and have sturdy water shoes. Mine were just meh, and I feel like I almost twisted my ankle.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh! This is so much faster than I thought.
The slide is an open body slide, and we were told to go together, which was pretty neat. It was very fast, it whipped us around, super fun. It's a nice halfway break throughout the expedition. Now that our day is ending and we're walking back to our lockers, let's talk about if it's worth it to come. Overall, I have to say the park is absolutely gorgeous and unique. You spend your entire time walking through beautiful caverns or underneath huge trees. The park is clean, well kept. Everyone working here speaks both English and Spanish and are all very nice and helpful. We had the best time and it really was so much fun. That being said, a few things to know. So most activities are pretty physical. You do a lot of walking, way more than I was expecting, and the amount of stairs you must climb also surprised me a few times. The zip lines, the giant slides, swimming, walking, and rafting all require some degree of physical exercise. And we felt very safe, and you can tell they take safety very seriously here. But I almost twisted my ankle during one of the water walks in the caves because the rocks are just slippery, so just be careful. You have to wear your helmet for every activity, and most of them you must have nothing in your hands or pockets. And lastly, for the money, which is pretty expensive, I do have to admit, I think it's worth it. We were thoroughly happy and delighted with how cool, unique, and long each activity was, and we're really happy we came. So now that it's almost 5 p.m., it's time for us to change and head back to our bus. Well, hopefully this helps you decide if this is right for your next Cancun vacation. And if you've been here, comment below and let me know how you enjoyed it. I've been Kate from Vacay in One Day. Thank you so much for watching.
Like and subscribe.
Bye.